Would you believe me if I told you that one Nigerian artist tattooed a microphone on his leg? No, I'm not pulling your leg. And if that's not enough to pique your interest, stick around because I'm about to uncover some mind-blowing secrets behind the tattoos of your favorite Nigerian musicians. Are you ready? Number 1. Ruger. Ruger is one Nigerian artiste known for his unusual style. From his eye patch to his newly acquired set of tattoos, Ruger keeps his fans guessing as to the meaning behind some of his fashion choices. For some time, Ruger didn't want to get tattoos because he didn't want something with almost no meaning to him on his skin. However, in 2019, it seems like the young artist finally embraced the ink. On his right arm, he has a tattoo reading, "Trusted Sicario." Well, if you are quite familiar with the drug world, sicarios are usually hitmen. But of course, you don't think Ruger is a hitman. Anyway, he claimed the tattoo symbolizes his loyalty and reliability. It's up to you if you believe that too. He also has a tattoo of his favorite Marvel character, Deadpool, on his right arm, along with a tattoo of his birth date and stage name. His last tattoo is a surprising one, an inscription of Psalm 23 verse 5 on his left arm. Number 2. Charlie Boy. If we're talking about controversial figures in the Nigerian music industry, Charlie Boy is right up there. His dressing style is quite unusual for a Nigerian to say the least, and his tattoos are, well, very expressive. On his left and right chest, the area father has 2 tiger head tattoos, which can be taken to mean strength, courage, or pride. Charlie Boy is also a family figure, which is evident by the tattoo of all his children's names on his left arm. He even claims he would love to have tattoos of his grandchildren on his body if there was enough space. Number 3. Shatizzle. Shatizzle is one Nigerian rapper with an extensive network of tattoos, one of which is a very bold inscription on his upper chest which reads, "Live what you love." At first glance, it may seem like just some random quote, but if you think about the timing of the tattoo, it was at a time when he was having one of the best times in his music career. Nowadays, Sean has added a new tattoo to his chest. This time, it's a pair of broad wings stretching across his chest, seemingly taking the appearance of angel wings. This new wing tattoo blends well with his previous tattoo, making it look almost as if he got them at the same time. Naturally, angel wings are seen as a symbol of protection and purity, although they may sometimes refer to the ability to fly in the higher dimensions of the spirit. This last meaning might seem odd, but some conspiracy theorists would see it as a sign of some occultic association by Sean. Apart from his chest tattoos, he also has a tattoo of angels on his arm, which he describes as angels of life. Number 4. Techno. While Techno is mostly known for his 2017 hit single titled Panna, what is almost never talked about is the number of tattoos he has. One of his most notable ones is a tattoo of Rebecca on his right hand, which probably refers to a lady he had dated in the past. He also spots a tattoo which looks mostly like a Japanese kanji on his right arm. One tattoo which sometimes raises questions as to whether Techno is a member of the infamous Illuminati group is a presence of a tribal mask tattoo on his left arm, which could easily be mistaken to be a skull at first glance. Techno also has a tattoo of a microphone on his left leg, which signifies his love for music, which led him to pursue a career in the industry from a very young age. This ambition is better explained by the star tattoo on his right arm, which shows his ambition, dreams, and desire to reach the top. Number 5. Orit. Although tattoos are mostly seen as a Western practice brought into the Nigerian music industry just recently, Orit feels different about it. In an interview, he highlighted how tattoos have been in use in Africa years before Western influence. Orit embraces tattoos and, as such, has tattoos himself. His biggest tattoo is the word "International" inscribed on his chest, with a star just below it, probably suggesting that he is an international artiste who goes way beyond the African scene. Next is the sun tattoo on his neck, which shows his journey to becoming a star in the music world. On his right arm are 2 tattoos which look like a skull and a star, embroiled in other smaller tattoos. While stars are generally associated with desire or determination, skull tattoos are more associated with occult activity, although it's unclear what he might have meant with a mix of both tattoos. Anyway, on to the next. Number 6. Burna Boy. Despite Burna Boy's outlook, he seems to be a man that reads the Bible, which is evident in one of his tattoos. On his right arm, the African giant has Psalm 38 tattooed there, and according to him, that verse really helped him up when he was in a dark place. While it's not really clear which event he was referring to, at least we know why he wrote an entire Bible verse on his arm. His next set of tattoos are rockstar tattoos on his fists, which he got after his third American tour, probably showing how much of a rock star he was at the time. Burna Boy's most elaborate tattoo is on his right arm, which is basically a brick wall tattoo with names of his family members inscribed on it. And right beside it is a bleeding heart. And just as you'd expect, he has a tattoo of his music idol, Fela, on his left arm. It's not so hard to see why he tries to incorporate Fela's style into most of his music. The man is basically Burna's hero. Burna Boy also displays his unwavering dedication to Nigeria with a tattoo of the coat of arms on his right arm. Number 7. TwoFace Adia. Besides his regular women affairs, TwoFace is also known for his love for body tattoos. On his right arm, Baba has tattoos of the names of all his 7 children, showing how much he loves his kids. Well, it's not surprising considering how much he talks about his kids at every chance. Moving on, his next tattoo on his other arm simply reads Faith, which is likely referring to his faith in God, as he is a Christian. The last tattoo is a bit of a complex one. It features 2 mask-like faces right on top of each other. The first face seems to be crying, while the second face below seems to be smiling. Naturally, the design of the tattoo signifies some cultural roots, but the way the 2 faces are arranged is a kind of pointer to the complexity of human feelings where joy can often coexist with sadness. Number 8. Iyanya. Aside from his handsome face and athletic build, he is one musician that loves his tattoos, one of which is an inscription on his chest that contains the name of his late father, brother, and mother. Their death was probably a tough time for the young artiste at the time, and it's quite understandable why he would want to use the ink as a way to remember them. On his back, there are a couple of tattoos which seemed a lot more like graffiti, but without distinctive meanings. Iyanya also has a tattoo on his chest, which looks like angel wings, probably as a sign of strength. Well, we've got bigger fish to fry. Number 9. Wizkid. Wizkid doesn't waste any chance to show how much he values his mum, which is further shown in the tattoos of his mum's name he got on the back of his lower right arm. An unusual tattoo, however, is the date inscribed on his left arm, July 11th, 10, which was the day he was involved in an accident which almost claimed his life. Like Burna Boy, Wizkid also has a tattoo of the legendary Fela on his left arm. On his upper right arm is a tattoo of a star, which is only normal for Starboy, and just below that tattoo are the words living and learning inscribed. One of his less obvious ones is a tattoo of his son's name, Bolu Watif, right around his left wrist, and just above that is an inscription of Lagos, which is probably related to his previous album, Made in Lagos. Lastly, Wizkid has a lion tattoo on the upper part of his left arm, which he got because some of his friends call him Wizzy Lion. Number 10. DeVito. If you think Wizkid has a lot of tattoos, DeVito has even more. You see, DeVito's tattoos are simply super expressive. Right from a young age, DeVito has loved tattoos, and most of his tattoos either express things about himself or people close to him. Right on his chest is the Omo Baba Olowo inscription, a name majorly associated with DeVito. He also has a 30 BG tattoo right beside his left breast. DeVito's right and left arms are dedicated to his kids. He basically has a tattoo of each of his children on either arm and on his lower abdomen. Another bold tattoo is the word love, which is inscribed somewhere around the middle of his left arm. And that's not all. DeVito has tattoos of his kids' names on his left hand and a star tattoo right on his neck, which can easily mean a couple of things, including success and ambition. And for a guy that hid his first set of tattoos from his parents, he sure has a lot of them.